We got the rest of our lives to be mediocre, but we have the opportunity to play like gods for the next half of football. But we can't be afraid to lose. There's no room for fear in this game. And we go out there and we half-ass it because we're scared. All we're left with is an excuse. We're always going to wonder. But we go out there and we give it absolutely everything. That's heroic. Let's be heroes.
Previously on The Real Movie Critics. John Hughes wrote the entire screenplay in 2 days.
I believe it.
Days.
I believe it.
The title of this movie comes from a real nickname from some Saturday detention students in the Chicago suburbs, which I think is kind of cool.
That fact was actually on the Blu-ray. I was like, oh, that's a cool fact.
And it's funny because, you know, the high school here, don't remember them having a Saturday detention. It was just after school. It was never a full fucking day.
No,
stuck in a classroom or the
as
library
a kid,
or whatever.
Yeah, a kid. I never understood that. Like, who has Saturday detention? What?
And why was it just 5 fucking people? I mean,
They were the only ones who fucked up,
or fucked up big enough to, you know.
Get that kind of punishment.
The group therapy session was all improvised, which allowed for genuine reactions from the teens. All improvised. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of The Real Movie Critics, real reviews by real fans. Do not adjust your screens. I am in the crypt of terror, crypt of cringe studio today for whatever reasons. But and we have Lord Scuba Cabra back on the show. The PTO for this show was not approved, so he has to be here.
And I bring not just myself, but my baggage that I have under my eyes from, toddlers and newborns and catching a cold right before we were supposed to record. It's been a lovely time, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm glad to be back right here on The Real Movie Critics.
That's the right attitude. See, that's why we want. Yeah.
This is why we want him on the show.
So what you're saying is the show's boring when I'm not around. If your TikToks,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
If your TikToks have not been getting as much views because I'm not on the show, I understand.
I'll put it to you like this: the one where we had the argument with the guy on TikTok, it's still getting views. It's at like 67,000 views right now and climbing, but it's nowhere near the 2.5 million.
Anyway, speaking about TikTok though. I want to say, guys, if you are not following The Real Movie Critic, Psycho Nerd, on TikTok, you need to be following him. What are you doing? You got to follow the Psycho Nerd on TikTok, man. He's got a great page. He's putting out great content. Like, follow him on TikTok. Follow him on YouTube. Do all that shit. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
Yeah, I couldn't have said that better myself.
Well, I appreciate that, sir.
Thank you. I'm just saying, man, every time your stuff comes up on my For You page, I'm like, okay, what do we do? What are we doing today? What are we watching today? What are we talking about today?
And let's repost that shit. Get those numbers.
And also, I did see this morning that you did not get chosen for the film festival.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But at least they reached out, like you said. It was cool that they reached out.
I agree.
So, but yeah, it's great content, and I feel that it needs a bigger following, and we're gonna get there.
I agree, it really does. And it turns out, what's really funny is that when I did the video, I had checked the day before, I was at 17 subscribers, but then I found out after I went to work last night, apparently it jumped to 18 without me noticing. So I'm like, okay,
bravo.
All right, so we're just
This is the first time he's ever gotten applause on any of the podcasts that I do, so he'll savor that flavor.
Well, see, it's because I'm in charge right now.
Oh,
this may, you may be El Capitano of this show, but you're in my studio, motherfucker.
Oh, so that's love I'm feeling. Oh, wow. I don't know that feeling on this show.
It is Valentine's Day. The day
it
we're
is.
recording
It is
this.
Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day.
Before we jump into the movie of the week, I do, those that are watching the video, know that the little tribute to James Vanderbeek, who passed away this week. We want to say our condolences to his family. We hope that they can pick up the pieces and move on. He definitely was a teen heartthrob, a big part of the big CW, WB, UPN, whatever the name of the channel was at the time, with Dawson's Creek, of course, in Varsity Blues. And fitting enough, he is a part of the View Askewniverse because he was in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. So to his family, we say our condolences, and James, may you rest in peace, my friend.
Oh, and don't forget his cameo in Scary Movie. Hilarious.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Wrong set.
But that being said, this week is my birthday pick, because my birthday is on Thursday. Me and the guys made our own birthday picks, and this week we're doing, originally we were going to do the Green Lantern movie, but I heard a lot of, I hate that movie. So, yeah, I heard a lot of groans from the peanut gallery. So we'll do it later in the year because, it is what it is. But that being said, we're going to be doing one of my personal favorites, and definitely in my top 5 greatest movies of all time, and that is Clerks, which premiered on January 22nd, 1994, and that was at the Sundance Film Festival. And then it premiered U.S.-wide on October 19th, 1994. And it was written and directed by Kevin Smith. This is the movie that pretty much launched his career. I have some fun facts about the stuff that he did for this movie. The cast for this movie, we have Brian O'Halloran as Dante Hicks, Jeff Anderson as Randall Graves, the great Jason Mewes as Jay, and of course Kevin Smith as Silent Bob. Or was it Silent Bill? No, Silent Bob, I kid. Marilyn Giuletti as Veronica. She's got a weird name. Lisa Spooner as Caitlin Bree. And then Walt Flanagan, who is a childhood friend of Kevin Smith's. He has 3 different roles in this movie. He plays the wool cap smoker that even after the little gum tirade, he's like, "Can I get a pack of smokes, please?" After all that crap he had to go through. The weird guidance counselor Eggman, and of course the offended customer when Randall shows him a Playboy. "I'm highly offended. I should never come back here again."
He's also the guy to ask about the cat. What's his name?
Annoying
customer. A fucking dickhead.
Sounds like all the conservatives in 2026.
Pretty much. And of course we have Scott Mosier, who is also the producer of the movie. He plays the angry hockey playing customer, which one of the greatest lines in this movie comes out. Angry mourner, which is at the wake, and we'll talk about that later as well. And then Willem the idiot man-child, also known as Snowball.
God damn,
that's beautiful, man.
Before I go into the fun facts, I do want to ask you guys: did you guys watch this in theaters, or did you wait until it came out on video?
I did not watch Clerks until after I saw Clerks 2.
What?
You went backwards.
You're kidding me.
I was not. I saw Dogma first. I saw Mallrats first. It just didn't appeal to me because it was in black and white. When I was younger, black and white films just didn't do it for me. And so I don't know. It felt, I don't know. It was just weird compared to all the other movies. So after watching Clerks 2, I was like, okay, let me go back and watch Clerks 1. So it wasn't until I saw Clerks 2 in theaters did I go back and watch Clerks.
Fair.
Mind you, I have the anniversary 2-disc set. I had just never watched it.
Okay.
Crazy.
What about you, Psycho?
Let's see. Mallrats was the first one of his movies I saw, but I didn't really know what the movie was all about. The Jay and Silent Bob characters didn't really resonate with me. And then Dogma came out in '99. I was working at the theater, so I was trying to watch everything at the time. But the movie caught my interest because there were people protesting over a century when this movie was released. There was a small group of people that were trying to protest the fucking movie, talking about being blasphemous and whatnot.
Oh, God.
I watched Dogma, laughed my damn ass off. I was the only person in that theater that was laughing his butt off. I'm like, what is wrong with you fucking people? I'm sorry, the Buddy Christ.
Yeah.
That is hilarious. But after watching Dogma, I actually did a little research and I found out he had other films, found out about Clerks. I bought that movie on VHS. Ooh. Never seen it before. I don't do that very often. It's very rare that I ever buy a movie in my collection that I've never seen before. Took it home, watched it, and I think I watched it about 30 times in a span of a couple of months. I'm not even kidding about that. I fucking love Clerks.
No, it's a great movie, man.
Yeah, it really is.
It really is a great movie, and some would argue that it's very slow paced. But it works, you know. It's a mockumentary piece, you know, about these two convenience store workers that, you know, and Dante's biggest, my favorite line. I'm not even supposed to be here today. Yep. I cannot tell you how many times throughout my life I have quoted that, and I just did it yesterday at work. I'm not even supposed to be here today.
I think anybody who's ever worked a job they didn't like in their entire life can easily relate to this movie.
Yeah.
Especially like I told him, my favorite line of the whole movie. Oh shit, my mind is drawing a blank because I'm fucking tired. Who cares? That guy's an asshole. Everyone that comes in here is way too uptight. This job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking customers.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's like, you know what? Yeah, come on. I think we've all had customers that have just completely rubbed us the wrong way at any given time.
For me, the first time watching this, had my first apartment back in '96. It was '96. And my roommate came home from Blockbuster and he had two movies with him. He had the movie Clerks, which I'd never heard of before. I'd seen Mallrats, but never seen Clerks. And then he had another movie called Hackers, which we will probably review later on this year.
Oh God.
I love, and two movies that I love to this day. But with Clerks at the time, I was a young assistant manager at a Domino's Pizza here in town. And this movie, I was able to relate to this movie almost immediately. He's like, fucking customers are dicks. I hate this job, but it paid well. So I'm like, I'll suck it up. But this, and it wasn't just for me. This movie spoke to an entire generation. Gen X had their movie. You know, the Nintendo generation had a movie that they could relate to and kind of latch on to. And Kevin Smith was definitely the anchor that tied that all together.
And you know, it's funny that you say that, because if you look at all three Clerks movies, the way we grew in life is the same things that they're going through. Granted, Clerks 2, I've never been to a donkey show, but
yeah, me neither.
But dude, and then especially you become so accustomed to these characters. You love these characters so much. I don't know about you guys, but Clerks 3, oh my God, hit me hard.
Well, we went and watched that together.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Dude,
and
yeah, that one hurt.
And it's rare that, I mean, we've grown up with these characters.
Yeah, we have.
You know, Dante and Randal, we've grown up with them just like we did Silent Bob. And so, granted, they're a little bit older than I am, but growing up with these characters, Clerks 3 hit really hard, man. And in a movie that's supposed to be a comedy, to hit you in the face with real life, dude.
It kicks you in the balls in the first 5 fucking minutes, man. It's like they completely retconned what happened at the end of the second one.
Well, keep in mind though too that this movie was inspired by the real life events of Kevin Smith's life, where he had that heart attack after doing a show.
Yeah,
the Widowmaker, and he, you know, and I've watched that special, and he's like, yeah, this is where it happened, right here on the. He's nonchalant, like, it happened right here. I damn near died, and I'm like, dude, he had a brush with death, and he's like, I don't think I'd be that cool about it. I'd be like, nope, gotta be all serious and shit. But he definitely, but then this kind of inspired that, and it definitely flows the way it should. And before we get into the fun facts, when I was watching the credits, of course, he thanks his parents for believing and having patience with him. But at the very, very end of the credits, it said Jay and Silent Bob will return in Avengers Doomsday. So I don't know what that. No, it said Dogma actually, but I'm just being stupid. But no, he had the plants, the seeds planted for Dogma already, even before the movie came out.
Yeah, he had ideas.
Yeah, he had ideas. And I'm sure. Again, Mallrats is another one that I can relate to.
Mallrats is my teenage years, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And granted, they're in their 20s, but
yeah,
I spent almost every damn weekend
at the mall.
Doing
nothing.
Doing absolutely nothing.
I just went to the Dollar Cinema every weekend.
Oh, dude. That was my go-to spot. And even as an adult, before it closed down, I would go to the Dollar Cinema even if it was a movie I already watched, I would go to the Dollar Cinema, get my large popcorn, get my large Coke, go sit in those shitty seats that they had that were way too fucking small.
Yeah, they were.
Way too close to each other.
Oh, yeah.
And eat my popcorn, drink my Coke, and when I was done, I'd get up and leave. Because I paid $1, and it was a movie I already watched. But I wanted to go enjoy popcorn, wanted to go enjoy the atmosphere, and you get all of that in the View Askewniverse, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every movie, with the exception, the only one that I really do not resonate with is Chasing Amy. That's the only one that it's not. If I were to rank every View Askewniverse film, Chasing Amy for me would be at the bottom. Not because it's a bad movie, because it's not. It's got a great message behind it, and then we see it come to full circle in the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yeah.
But it didn't resonate with me the way all the other films have.
You mean you've never been in love with a lesbian who didn't love you back, but she did, and
I married her.
Oh fuck. Chasing Scuba.
Chasing
but it's a bunch of bitches like, come on. Like, no bitch, I'm the DJ.
No, I'm the DJ.
I've still never finished the reboot film. I've tried twice, and I stopped about 40 minutes in.
It's not the best.
No, it's not.
It's not the best, but it's one of my guilty pleasures. It makes me laugh just at how absurd it is, because it's literally just a recycle of
that's
Jay
part of the
Silent Bob's
reason.
Strike Back.
It's like I get it. That's the joke. It's poking fun at the way Hollywood kind of rehashes the same crap over and over. I get the joke, but it's just hard for me to get through the.
And not just that, but there's talk of them making another Jay and Silent Bob movie.
No, they are. He's already
are.
announced that he's working on the script, but I think the whole universe started with this film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it did.
And
there's even names that are dropped in this movie that we see later on.
Yeah.
Like Alyssa
Julie
Jones.
Dreyer.
Yeah. We see all these names that come full circle in later movies. I do want to go into the fun facts. And this is on the special features on the DVD. The film had an original ending that showed Dante being shot and killed as he closed up the store.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin thought that was a little too dark. And had he done that, there wouldn't have been a Clerks 2 and a Clerks 3. So he was already thinking sequel, or he's just like, I don't want to kill off the main dude. That's just pain in the ass.
He just didn't know how to end it. That was his problem. He did not figure out how to do it.
And the store's closed. Okay, we're going home. There it is. Clerks initially had an NC-17 rating due to the salty language, notably the berserker and sexual discussions.
Which are hilarious.
Which is funny because now we can say fuck like 100 million times and it doesn't mean shit.
I think you get one fuck in a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, at least one.
Yeah, just one.
Well, hell, like we talked about earlier, or last year, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles almost had that NC-17 rating too because of the fuck rampage that Steve Martin goes on. So I totally get that. Jason Mewes was camera shy during the movie, often forgetting his lines. And seeing how Jason Mewes is now, it's hard to imagine that he's like that.
No, but I get it though, because you can be the most outspoken person, but once you're behind that camera, especially when you're trying to remember lines and shit, it's a whole different ballgame, man. And I only speak from my experience, but the film that I have that's on Tubi and fucking Prime and all that shit, it's a bad movie. You know what I mean? If I were to have had to follow a script instead of just basically playing myself,
Yeah.
I think it would have been a lot harder. And I think that's what ended up happening is Kevin was like, you know what, dude, just be yourself. And that's what we get because Jason, I don't know if you've ever met him in person.
I have not.
Dude, this dude is out of hand. Like he's not exactly like Jay, but he's pretty damn close.
Is this before or after he went to rehab that you met him?
It was after.
Okay.
Yeah, it was after he got his shit together. Which I'm glad, man, because a lot of times, you know, you don't get away from your demons like that, and he did. And so, big shout out to Jason Mewes.
Well, another fun fact that's not on the list here, but the reason they made Clerks 2 is because Kevin Smith was like, "Yo, I'll do another Clerks, but you need to get clean."
Yeah,
and he did. He got clean, and that's where Clerks 2 came. So now we know who to blame. Jason Mewes, you bastard, for going sober.
And we know
Jeff Anderson. Kidding. We're happy.
What are you talking about? I love that movie. I love Clerks.
No, it's my favorite.
Some people were like, yeah.
Dude,
ooh,
that movie has some of the greatest fucking dialogue in it. And I go watch it now and I'm like, oh man, Transformers, the first Transformers movie wasn't even out yet.
No,
like,
it wasn't.
Holy crap. And then it doesn't feel like an old film. It doesn't feel dated.
No.
Until you start paying attention to the dialogue that's going on. And you're like, holy shit. Like, Michael Bay's Transformers movie wasn't even out yet.
No.
Like, what the fuck? Star Wars was still just a trilogy. Like, I know the prequels are there. I know the prequels are there, but to them, the respect for the prequels wasn't there yet.
No,
and that's a very big thing because it took a lot of people a long time to respect.
No, it took Disney going, let's do this movie thing. No.
It's like, you know what? Yeah, okay, let's just go back to the prequel trilogy now.
Yeah.
And I love the Star Wars versus Lord of the Rings. That's discussion. That's like
probably the movie.
That is that and the pickle fucker scene is probably my or the scene where they open the bathroom and the kid's like, don't look at it.
Leave him alone, Randall.
Kevin Smith did everything in this movie. He acted, he directed and wrote it, co-edited, and even co-produced. So he was all over the damn place.
Which we see in Clerks 3, because Clerks 3 is essentially the making of this movie.
Yeah.
So with the exception that Kevin Smith isn't directing it.
It's a mockumentary.
Yes.
To get the money to fund Clerks, this is common knowledge though. Smith sold a lot of his comic book collection, maxed out a bunch of credit cards, and even used some insurance money he had gotten for a car he lost in a flood.
Ooh.
Yeah. We'll get to the budget here in a minute. And Smith actually did work at the Quick Stop located in Leonardo, New Jersey. For 21 days straight, Smith worked at the Quick Stop from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Once the store was closed, he would film until 4 a.m. Then he would catch whatever sleep he could. And there's a picture of him sleeping next to the camera in the Quick Stop.
Nice.
It's hard not to have respect for a guy like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The reason why we see the gum and the locks to open the movie in the shutters was not due to savages in that town, which is another line that I love from that movie. We have plenty of those here. It's because they were filming it at night and they didn't want to give away that they were filming it at night. I mean, there was a couple of scenes we see outside, but they did it in the morning, I'm sure.
It's clever if you think about it.
Yeah, it is clever, actually. Cameos by both Smith's mom and sister can be seen in this movie, with the mom being the milkmaid and the sister who plays the caged animal masturbator. As they're watching the guidance counselor Eggman just start smashing eggs everywhere.
Oh, don't forget he's rubbing it on his nipples. Don't forget about that.
The nipple rub. Yep.
Walt Flanagan's a weird dude. Jeff Anderson didn't want to say the vulgar language when he was ordering the adult movies in front of the mom and the child. So if you notice, it's just him talking. And
it's cut away. It's very clever editing.
Yeah. They were filmed separately with someone else saying the lines to her to get her reaction. And of course, we already talked about this. Clerks has spawned 2 sequels, giving us the Clerks trilogy. Budget for this movie was $27,575. I think that's lower than Terrifier 1, actually. I think that was pretty fucking low.
Dude, $27,000 is not a lot of money.
In movies.
Yeah. You give me $27,000, it's changing my life. But for film purposes, it's not a lot of money.
No. Mm-hmm.
And you're taking a great risk.
Yep.
And I'm sure at the beginning it wasn't profitable, but look at everything that it spawned now. That $27,000, putting himself in debt, all of that was a major investment in himself, and it paid off.
Granted, yeah. And huge gamble. Of course, with Miramar and everything, you know, we won't get into that. But
Miramax.
I
was saying Miramar.
Miramax, oh my bad. Yeah.
What he means to say is, fuck you, Harvey Weinstein.
No, you know, and fuck Harvey Weinstein for holding on to Dogma as long as he did. That was a dick move, because that was probably Kevin's biggest movie to
dude
date.
And you could not find it anywhere except YouTube. It was on YouTube for free.
You know what? I'm just thankful I bought it on DVD, the deluxe edition, when I had the chance, because I was
before this release, you could have sold that for $500 easily on eBay, dude.
Oh yeah,
because you could not find it anywhere. Because Mel and I, a couple years ago, she was like, "Man, I want to watch Dogma," and I'm like, "Ooh, let me see. Let's watch it." Like, she's like, "I love that movie so much," and so I was like, "Oh, cool, awesome, let's watch it." Could not find it anywhere. Wasn't streaming anywhere. You couldn't find it. And then finally I found it on YouTube, and I was like, "Oh, look, it's on YouTube for free. Let's watch it." And then I went to go look up why can't you find it? And because, you know, the Weinsteins, fuck those guys.
And it's a funny story. When everything went down with the Weinsteins, Kevin had been trying to get Dogma released for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And when everything went down, Weinstein called Kevin saying, "Oh yeah, we're talking about doing an anniversary release of Dogma." And then, "Oh yeah, cool." And then they hung up the phone. And then a couple weeks later, he ran into some friend of his, like, "Oh yeah, Harvey called me about Dogma." And they're like, "No, he called you to see if you were one of the informants. He wanted to test to see." That was just his way of finding out if you were an informant or not. I'm like, that's a dick move.
Yeah.
Yes,
big time dick move.
What a douche.
Box office earnings is $4.4 million. So I'm going to say he made his money back.
He made his fucking money back.
I'd say so. I'd say so. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be like super, like, I didn't expect Clerks to make like $25 million, but 4.4 from a $28,000 investment is pretty fucking huge.
We got to remember too, 4.4 million in
95 money.
95 money is a lot of money.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. And I hate that I think and still think in 95 money. Like, what do you mean it costs $4 for this energy drink? That'd have been $2 back in my day. Oh, get off my lawn.
Yep. We're getting to that age, man.
What do you mean coleslaw's extra? I had to do it.
Shit. Bad news bears. Fuck. That was a
in breaking training.
What do you mean biscuits and coleslaw are extra? I love that. That's funny.
Shut the damn door.
I'm getting into the movie, we the phone rings, and for some reason Dante is in the closet, which is kind of a metaphor if you think about it. Boss calls him saying, "Hey, I can't come into work. You need to open the store," and calling him last minute and shit. So you see him getting ready. The car he's driving in this movie, I think, is the same car he drives in the second one.
Yeah,
because it looks very identical, except it's in black and white, not in color. Opens the store, and I love how he puts a dime into the freaking newspaper thing because there's no newspapers. He grabs the entire, like, "I'm taking all this shit," and then the freaking machine gives him back his dime.
It's like, yeah, okay.
That was hilarious. Free paper, whatever. Of course, we talked about the shutters not opening because there was gum in there. Again, plot, just for the way they were filming it. So he has to make a sign that says, "We assure you, we are open." And of course, everybody comes in. "Are you open?" Like, there's a fucking sign.
Yeah, it's like, are you fucking blind?
Right fucking there. This says, "I assure you, we are open," which comes back later on in the second one where they make a sign, "We assure you, we are reopened," or something along those lines.
There's some weird audio issues between the original version I have on VHS that I've seen so many times versus the DVD Blu-ray copy. Like when he gets pissed off about the gum being in the locks, he kicks the shutters. I distinctly remember in the original version, you hear him kicking it, but in the version I have in the cloud, you don't hear anything. Not to mention in the scene with the whole him talking about all the different porno movies, when the mom says, he's like, what's that called again? Happy Scrappy Hero Pup. And the girl's like, in the original version, she goes, Happy Scrappy, really high pitched.
Yeah.
But the version we have in the cloud, Happy Scrappy, like she just, like woke up or something. It's like,
you know what it is?
What's with the audio issues?
You know what it is? Kevin Smith has become George Lucas.
Maybe.
Clerks Special Edition.
Well, you have to think too, when they go and they change or try to, add it to Blu-ray or whatever, they go back and they do a lot of changes to the audio and stuff too. So, it maybe it just didn't transfer correctly, so they had to redub it or something. And
maybe, but those are the only differences in audio that I can pick up on. And I don't know how I pick up on shit like that, but apparently I do. It's weird.
You got a touch of the tism.
I guess so.
Apparently.
We see a dude who's drinking coffee, talking to the customers about lungs, and hey, chew gum instead.
Chulies gum.
And it takes Veronica coming in there with a fucking fire extinguisher going, who the hell's in charge of this mob?
Can I see some credentials?
Who are you? And you work for Chulies Gum, so you're just sparking up all this controversy and propaganda to sell more gum. And then even after that, the dude's just standing there, Walt Flanagan, and Dante's like, what? Can I get a pack of smokes? And
it's like, really, after you just got done throwing your
after all that bullshit, he's like, eh. And then we get into the conversation of conversations where she asks for his body count and she gives hers. And then we meet Willem, aka Snowball, who we find out that even though she's fucked 3 dudes, she has sucked
37 dicks
in a row. I love that, in a row. They have this big fucking
at least that
argument.
wasn't 38.
Yeah.
Does that include me? Oh, 37. I'm 37.
And of course, Randall makes a point, at least he wasn't 36, which I think is hilarious. They have a big fight. She goes to class and he walks out and said, hey, don't try to suck any dick on the way to the parking lot. And there's a dude sitting there, hey, get your ass back over here. We're introduced to Randall not long after that. And I'm going to say this. After 3 movies, Randall's a dick. 100%.
Dude, you figured that out.
Dick.
You figured that out literally with before he even shows up, the fact that he's always late to work. He's like, what, 30, 40 minutes late for work and whatnot. And then pretends like he's not even the guy that works in the shop talking to the girl.
Love that though.
That's funny though.
I fucking love that scene where he's like, man, basically just, dude's late. And then he fucking walks in and she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck, asshole?
After betting her $20 that she won't get to rent that movie.
I bet you $20 you're not going to get that movie. Oh, bet's on, asshole. And then he goes and gets the keys, gets the taste of people return, and walks in like, come on in.
No time for love, Dr.
Jones. It's like they say in Hot Tub Time Machine. He's the asshole, but he's our friend. He's our asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah. People say that about you.
They do. They do. I'm the asshole, but hey, I'm your asshole.
And I would. Scuba's an asshole. Like, do you really even know Scuba? He's a major asshole. If you're going to insult the man, be accurate.
Be accurate about it, you cocksuckers.
I think they said the same thing about Stifler in American Reunion.
Yeah, they did actually.
If I'm not mistaken.
We get a little shade of Star Wars in here with the conversation about because Randall's watching Jedi next door. You hear these fake ass, not even close to Star Wars sound effects.
Nope.
Which I get why they do that because they had to pay money for it. And they have the conversation about how many innocent people died on the second Death Star because
contractors.
What trooper knows how to put in the plumbing main or some shit like that? They have this whole conversation about that. And of course, this roofer walks over and is like, hey, a roofer thinks with his mind, not with his heart. I was supposed to do some gangster's house. And I said, no, I gave it to a friend. And then he ends up getting killed when they put a hit. And I'm like, dude, this dude caused his friend to die. And he's all nonchalant. Like, oh yeah, I gave him the contract and he died. What the fuck?
But you know that it brings up a great fucking point about Star Wars. Like, if you think about it realistically,
actually, yeah, it
like
really brought that kind of idea to light.
Yeah, it brings a more realistic view to this movie that we all love, because it's like, holy shit, you're right. Like, those were not all stormtroopers. Some of them had to have been hired. You know, hey, honey, like the Empire is building this new thing. Like,
I'm going to Endor for a couple months.
It's gonna be great for us and for the family, and I'm gonna be gone for a while, and then never comes back.
Never comes home.
Mommy, where's Daddy?
Rebels. Those damn rebels.
Damn, Lando and Luke are murderers.
You mean Lando
Luke especially? Well, Lando especially, because he killed innocent people. But Luke, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna skip a couple of these. The hockey game. Oh,
jeez.
They closed the store because Dante and Randal were supposed to play hockey. So they ended up playing on the roof for some stupid reason. And
he really wanted to play, apparently.
He really wanted to play. I get it. That part of the world, that part of America, they love hockey. And I get that. You know, down here, we love football. So I totally get that. I don't understand hockey, so that's why I don't play it. And I can't ice skate either, but that's a whole other story. We got this fucking dude that's like, hey, come on, you can't even pass. And Scott Mosier, by the way, without the beard, who we see his character in the same scene where he's like, are y'all open? No. And you see Willem run off like, oh wait, what's this over here? They let the dude play. And what is the first thing you do? He fucking knocks the ball into the gutter. Gone. And they're like, where the other balls at? And then any balls down there? And you hear Jay, about the biggest bear you ever seen, Dingleberry. Which is one of my favorite lines in this movie. And then, of course, one of the guys who's playing hockey with them is like, oh, can I get a Gatorade? Well, if you get one, then everybody's going to get one. You're not going to pay for it. When the show was over, freaking Randall's like, I'm going to get a Gatorade. You know, yeah, go get one. And he's like, wait a minute, where's all the Gatorade? They're gone.
Exactly.
They drink every freaking one of them.
Don't go wussing out when it comes to free shit to drink.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're closing down the store to play hockey. You might as well give us free beverages, too, while you're at it.
We get the old man scene and say, Sonny boy, can I go to the bathroom, please? And can I get some toilet paper? And can I borrow this magazine with the big hooters in it? And
my God.
And we forget about him because we figure he did his business and left.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because it's not something that you would think is an important scene other than to add the comedic aspect of this old dude asking for a porno mag to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but then the following scene, they find out about Julie Dreyer or whatever her name is, dying in the fucking pool, and then it's
I was just about to bring that up, actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Which leads us in the mall rats.
Yeah,
leads in the mall rats. She had this aneurysm after her 100th lap, and this ambulance just burst in her head, and she died in the pool. I'm like,
she's fucking dead. I love
but
that.
She's like, I just want to go I want to go propose to my girlfriend during the Jaws thing. That's the most romantic thing I've ever seen.
Too bad I'm not trying to propose to you.
So they find out about this girl, so they decide to go to the wake, and they have a conversation that every guy has had at least once in their life. Have you ever tried to suck your own dick? And they have a conversation about it. And apparently, Randall's
had a cousin
broke his neck trying to do that. And then Dante is like, I can never get all the way down. Randall's like, what are you talking about? I can never get all the way down to suck my own dick. And Randall's like, I've never done that. Fucking pervert.
And that's after he goes on this whole thing about, hey, what? You can at least admit that you tried it. I mean,
little bait and switch.
Yeah, extremely.
We hear about Alyssa Jones. We talked about that. Her being in Chasing Amy. Let's see. Freaking Randall decides he wants to take the keys and go to a real video store. And we see him walk in. There's this, and he's just like,
I love that scene. That is so hilarious.
He looks like Ace Ventura, when all the pets, just enjoying. And anybody who grew up in the 90s or was alive in the 90s can appreciate the video store day. It usually was Fridays, especially for families. You go pick up a movie or a video game, depending. Maybe some snacks.
Or both.
Yeah. Movies for mom and dad, games for the kids.
Pretty much.
Which in our house, we can never agree on games. We never
no, because you and Ben were always real big about sports and racing, and I did everything else.
Yeah.
You did all the fun games.
And
yeah,
then
pretty much.
We find out that earlier in the movie that Dante's ex-girlfriend Caitlin is marrying an Asian design major. I forget what his name is. I didn't write it down, and it wasn't. Okay, yeah, that guy. And they've been talking back and forth for a while. Everything's great. And then she shows up after a announcement in the paper shows that she's getting engaged to this guy. So Caitlin shows up to kind of calm Randall down, or I'm saying not Randall, Dante. And then Dante's like, well, we should get back together, despite the fact that she cheated on him every chance she got in high school.
And he has a girlfriend.
And
she might have sucked 37 dicks, but he still has a girlfriend.
A good girlfriend, a very cute girlfriend, who very supportive girlfriend. She made a fucking lasagna.
It's funny because Veronica looks like the girl I was dating at the time when I saw this movie the first time.
And this whole situation leads to
the third
one of the best lines in Clerks 2. And he's like, when Randall's like, how the fuck do you always have two chicks fighting over you?
Most hideous fucking shot I've ever seen.
So she decides, we can go out to dinner, go to the famous Dante Hicks dinner and a movie. So he rolls the fuck out. So does she. Randall stays behind. She comes back and is talking to Randall. Randall's like, break his heart again. I'll hurt you. No hard feelings. And then she goes to the bathroom to do her thing. And apparently the lights do not turn off or do not turn on after a certain time.
Yeah.
Which is a weird, but whatever. Dante rolls in. He's all in his Cosby sweater, looking all, the pudding pop. And I may have to edit that part out. Then again, maybe I won't. He shows up and Caitlin walks out. The tie she's wearing is undone. Her shirt's unbuttoned a little bit. And she's got that I just got fucked really good look in her eyes.
By Dante. So she thinks.
Yeah, walks over and she's like, how'd you get here so quickly? And he's like, and she's like, you didn't talk, you didn't say anything. And the fact that it was dark, it made it so hot. And then Dante and Randall are like, that wasn't me. And he looks at Randall, was it you? I've been here the whole time. Come to find out, the old man that was in the bathroom died not long after he went into the bathroom. Apparently he got a hard on and died. And his dick was still hard. And she rode that dick all the way.
Yeah.
To the point, she's in there for philiac. And to the point where she's a little fucked up in the back of the ambulance. And the coroner is getting notes, like figuring out the day they've had, like, what kind of a store do you run here? You closed it for a week. You closed it for a hockey game. And then Randall asked the question, is this the weirdest thing you ever had to do? And she's like, no. Actually, I had to take a body of a guy who tried to suck his own dick and broke his own neck. And then Randall's like, so everything comes full circle at that point. Dante is bitching and moaning once again. He's such a crybaby in this movie.
Dude, he bitches the whole entire film. I
think he was on his period. I think that's what it was. And of course, Randall puts him in his place. Like, if you don't like your station in life, fucking change it.
Shit or get off the pot.
Yeah, exactly. Shit or get off the fucking pot. And now he's like, well, I can go back to Veronica. I think I'm in love with her. And he's so wishy-washy about, I don't even think he knows what the word love means, at least not until the second one anyway.
Well, I mean, it's not until Silent Bob makes that comment about, there's a million fine looking women in the world, dude. They don't all bring lasagna at work. They mostly just cheat on you. Then he's like, oh man, I love her. And it's like, well, you could have come to that conclusion a lot sooner, dude.
But
seriously.
The fucked up part is when he has the realization that he's in love with her, Randall's next door with Veronica, and Randall tells her everything. And I'm like, you rat bastard.
But he thought he was helping out. He thought he was being a good friend. I mean,
I'm sorry. I'd be a little mad if I had two chicks I was fighting over and Scuba was like, hey, I'm going to tell this chick that you like this girl. Like, motherfucker.
So fun fact, when I was in high school, I was dating two girls at the same time. And my cousin ratted me out. They called me on a three-way call. I had no idea that. So I was dating this girl, Sarah, and this girl, Cindy. And my cousin ratted me out to Cindy. Cindy got a hold of Sarah. Sarah called me on the phone. We were talking, and then Cindy started talking. I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah. And it's funny because he's never going to see this, so it's fine. I'm going to talk about it. It's funny because, come to find out, dude's a pickle fucker.
What?
Dude's, my cousin is a pickle fucker. I'm not going to say his name. He's a pickle fucker.
In
Those of you that know me know
in what sense?
Who my cousin is and this story.
I think if you think about it, you can pretty much know what he's talking about.
So pickle up his butt?
No. Even better. So the year after I graduate, I go back to high school to be a substitute teacher. Okay. I'm a sub. Everybody that I went to school with was still there. You know what I mean? Like a lot of my friend group was still there. But then there was new people that I didn't fucking know. My cousin was still in school. He was supposed to graduate the year before me, but he didn't graduate till the year after me. So this girl's talking about her boyfriend. I overhear the conversation and how he couldn't get her off, this and that. And so he used the pickle to fuck her. Come to find out, she was talking about my cousin. I didn't say anything. I didn't say shit, but we were working construction years later in our 20s, working construction. He worked with us. It was me, him, and my best friend since childhood. And we're up on a roof, and my cousin's just talking so much shit and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And out of nowhere, I'm like, whatever, pickle fucker. And his laugh stops, and he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you heard me, pickle fucker. He's like, oh, no, dog, no. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. I'm like, nah, bitch, I already heard what happened.
Don't have to. You just, forget it. Don't even waste your time at this point.
You're done. We see Randal and Dante. They fucking fight. They have an all-out fight. And, in friendship, sometimes you need to have a good fight to make.
Yeah, I can't wait to fuck you up one day.
Wow.
Can I film it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Please. It's take 2. Bring it, motherfucker. They have their fight. They come to an understanding that Randall's like, I was just trying to help. I honestly didn't know what you were going to do. If you want, I can talk to Veronica. And he's like, no. I'm going to go see Caitlin in the hospital tomorrow and then try to see if I can patch things up with Veronica. Okay, cool. He has him do the Randal where he does that little dance that he does. He rolls out and then he throws the thing. Oh, by the way, you're closed, and credits roll, movie's over. Again, like you said before, Kevin really didn't know where to end the movie yet. I'm like, that's a logical point. You're fucking closed. You're locking the doors. You're going home. There's no point. There's nothing else. Nothing outside the store except for the wake really matters. And it's funny because the wake, we actually see more of that in the fucking Clerks cartoon.
In the cartoon, yeah. We actually get to see,
We actually get to see what happened. Yeah. They talk about him knocking it over. Like, I want to see that. And then they did an animation, which was, I think it was on ABC, as a matter of fact.
It was.
And it wasn't on for very long. It didn't
one season.
It didn't have the following it should have had.
Well, I don't know if it was on the actual cartoon, but it was on the deleted scene that's on the Blu-ray.
Oh, really?
Yes, I've seen it.
I don't remember.
I've seen it several times. It's
yeah. It is.
Funny.
It is.
I don't remember.
It's funny
that.
as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, it is because they actually get what the hell's her name? Alyssa Jones, the actress, to do the voice because she's there at the wake.
Oh, Jesus!
And fucking Randal calls her finger cuffs.
Yeah,
she's like, screw you, Randal. It's fucking funny. Only people who've seen Chasing Amy would get that joke.
Fucking finger cuffs. But we don't care about all that shit. We care about what the world thinks about this movie. Now, we do this through the Rotten Tomatoes scores. Scuba, you've been gone for the past couple of episodes, so I'm going to hit you on this one. What was the critics' review, aka tomato meter percentage on this movie?
It's got to be high, dude. I'm gonna say like 89, 90.
You're looking at my notes, aren't you?
How?
I don't know, but
you literally have my screen mirrored on my other monitor.
You're Superman. I know you can see shit that I can't see, you dick. No, actually, the tomato meter is 90%.
Nice.
And the popcorn meter is 89. So you hit both of them.
Hold on. Where's my applause?
This is when I wish I had mine. Boo this man. Boo. But again, we don't care about that. We care about what we think about this movie. So Scuba, since you've been gone for a couple of episodes, we'll start with you. Before we do things differently here at the Real Movie Critics. We don't do 5 stars. We do 5 of whatever the theme of the movie is. So with that being said, I was thinking Gatorade bottles.
5 Chulies.
5 packets of Chulies gum. Or 5 pieces of Chulies gum.
I give it 5.
5. Damn.
I love this movie, man. There's nothing bad about it. It's a great time watching it. You're never bored. There's so many antics going on that every time it is an enjoyable watch. It never gets old.
Yeah, no argument here. Psycho?
I'm inclined to agree. Like I said, the only thing about this movie on repeat viewings that I may find annoying is just Dante's constant whining. But I feel like, you know what? At the end of the day, that's just his character. Yep. That's just the way he is. And I feel like he does mellow out a little bit between this one and the second one. I don't think he whines nearly as much in Clerks 2. Personally.
Well, because he got laid between the first and second one. He was fucking Rosario Dawson, apparently.
Dude, yeah, who wouldn't be happy and satisfied with Rosario
on the prep station? She got fucking mayo in her
cooch. Yeah.
He was, you know, have you seen the deleted scene where he was going to call their tuna fish?
Ooh. Damn.
Anyway, back to Clerks.
That's fucking nasty.
Back to Clerks. Going back to what I was saying before about how I purposely bought this movie, never seen it before. The black and white aspect didn't bother me. We grew up with Young Frankenstein, so it didn't bother me one way or the other. I've seen this movie probably anywhere from 50 to 100 times in my lifetime, and I didn't need to watch it before we did this review. I literally have this shit memorized, but I watched it anyway because, you know, I love it so much. I give it a 5 as well. This is such a great fucking movie, in my opinion. And what's funny is that I think I enjoy part 2 that much more.
Oh, yeah.
Fair. Okay, now, I am notorious for bringing the score down.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. That's a fucking understatement.
Yeah. However, this, like I said at the very beginning of the show, this was definitely a movie that spoke not just to me, but to Gen Xers, you know, the Nintendo generation, the Pepsi generation, whatever you want to call us. This was made in a time when there was no social media, there was no internet, at least it was in the AOL stage.
Early
so
stages,
very early, very, very early. It was a simpler time. Back when you said, I'll call you later, you had to be at home to get that call. There was no cell phone. And it ages well because everybody has customers, and wherever they work, they're just like fucking assholes. And again, one of my favorite scenes is when they're comparing and contrasting the customers they get, and it's the same people in both stores. Like, what do you get for a 6-year-old boy who chronically wets his bed?
You have that one with that guy that movie that came out last year. It's like, what the fuck, really? But you know what? I've been asked stupid questions like that when I worked at the theater. I swear to God.
Even as a DJ, I've been asked stupid questions like that. What's that one song that's like, blah, 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 and I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Like,
Google it.
I am not Shazam. How dare you?
Context, motherfucker. Context. Give me some. Come on.
But, you know, and it's one of those things where I've learned very early. I learned early on that the customer is not always right. And to quote Ben Affleck from Mallrats, the customer is always an asshole. And that is a more accurate statement because the customer, well, I'm the customer. That doesn't give you right to be a fucking asshole. 100%. You need to be a little more realistic, you know. Mm-hmm. I would hate to if somebody fucks up someone's order, okay, cool, I'll remake it for you. Oh, I want it remade and I want my money back. I'm like, well, you can't have both. Pick one, whichever one you want, we'll make it happen. No, I want both. All right, you know what? Fuck it. I'm canceling your order. Here's your money back. I'm not even going to give you a chance.
You're making it so difficult not to bring up waiting.
100%. And this movie definitely weighs on that a lot. That, you know, and just you're seeing it from the clerk's perspective and not the customer's perspective, which people are rude to waiters and waitresses all the time. Like, where the fuck's my ranch? You know, it's not that fucking important. Calm the fuck down. I went on a rant there. I apologize. But I do also give it a 5. 5 packs of Chewy gum.
Woo! Woo!
Ooh, yeah, definitely.
Way to not bring the score down, buddy.
Well, again, this is a movie that I have, like Psycho, I've seen a million times, and I love this movie. And the funny thing is, I forgot to watch this movie last. I was watching Starfleet Academy, the newer episode that came out on Thursday. I was watching it.
You were watching Becky, you liar.
She's not even on this episode, asshole.
She's
She's not even a main cast member. Fucktard.
Oh, pobrecito.
He's like, she's not in there. I didn't get to see my girlfriend.
How dare you? I was like, I just finished the episode. I was going to go watch the review of it on YouTube. The fuck did you just do?
What?
Oh, Scuba. He put something up like a loofah or something. I was going to watch the review and I went, oh, fuck, I got to watch Clerks. But it wasn't like, oh, fuck, I don't want to watch this movie. It was like, oh, man, it's already going to be 11 o'clock and I got to go to bed. So I ended up watching it. So no worries. But again, I don't need a reason to watch it, but definitely, if you've never seen Clerks before, definitely check it out. It's definitely worth it. And go and watch the second one. On the third one, bring some tissue because you're going to need it. Because it opens, I won't spoil anything if you haven't seen Clerks 3 yet, but everything we see in 2 goes away pretty fucking quick in 3.
I have a lot of reservations about part 3. I still am not a big fan of it.
But it's reality.
Yep.
It
Not
is,
everybody
but
gets their
It's
happy
fucking
ending.
reality.
I know, and I understand. I totally understand it. I actually thought about that last night, and I came to grips with that idea. But it just, yeah, it's depressing.
Yeah,
It is. It is.
It's very depressing.
But with that being said, this will conclude our review of Clerks, which again came out in 1994. Next week, in honor of Scuba's birthday, because his birthday is the
Next
weekend next Sunday. And if you're in the Corpus area, he's having his birthday party at Peter Piper Pizza.
Bitch, no, I don't want people at my party.
Do it, be
I don't
there.
want
No, I'm
people.
kidding.
Are you really having it at Peter Piper's? Or
Yes,
is that-
and you are invited if you'd like to go 11 o'clock at the Peter Piper's on
He's lying. You're not
Saratoga.
invited.
You are invited to go.
But Scuba's pick for his movie that we'll review is a movie I've never seen before. So this will be another first, and it's
What did I pick? I don't
a
remember.
fucking horror movie. Okay.
What did I pick?
The Evil Dead remake.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking banger, dude. One of the banger of all bangers, in my opinion. That's
Yeah,
my
but he's gonna
favorite
bring the
Evil Dead.
fucking score down.
You
know what?
He does, and I've lost complete faith in
You know
humanity.
why? Here's why. Because like I said, the first time I watched that movie, I didn't like it up until I saw that end credit scene. When I saw the end credit scene, I was like, fuck yeah.
Now,
Because-
groovy.
Yeah, groovy.
Uh,
thanks for spoiling it. Thanks a
Now-
lot.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. You're not going to get it because you're not a fan of the series. You're not a fan of the franchise.
Yes, I am. I've seen Army of Darkness
and Evil Dead 2.
and Evil Dead 2. Yes, I've seen them.
But
And what would you give those scored if we were to watch them?
Evil Dead, I would give it a 4, just off the top of my head. Army of Darkness is a fucking 5. That's a classic.
are you saying Evil Dead 1 or Evil Dead 2?
Evil Dead 2 would be a 4. Army of Darkness would be. I've never seen the first one. I think it's a matter.
You don't need to watch the first one.
You really
don't.
don't.
If
That's
you've
exactly
seen
what
part 2,
Yes,
you don't need to watch part 1.
that's exactly what he said when we went and saw it at the Alamo Draft House. I'm like, do I need to see the first one? He went, no, don't.
They summarize it up like in the
Yep.
first.
Yeah,
fucking
they
10 minutes.
recreate it within the first
Yep.
5 minutes. Straight
Granted,
up.
there's more characters in.
I mean, Army
Oh,
of Darkness is a cult classic,
Mm.
100%.
All right, well, then maybe you'll enjoy it.
I know when you said groovy, I'm like, oh fuck, he's in it. Okay,
I
cool.
wasn't gonna say
No,
it, but you know.
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I love that movie the first time I saw it. I love the dynamic of that. I look
Dude,
forward to talking about
It's
that.
a great fucking movie, and like I
Mhm.
said, I did not give it the respect it deserved until way later on.
That's, no. Plus, the guy that made that movie, Fede Alvarez, is the guy that brought us Alien Romulus.
Yep.
Ooh,
Wait,
that
it's not done by Sam Raimi? Oh no, I may not like it
was- I
now.
don't know. This guy has done pretty good over the
The
years.
Alvarez has done good, dude.
Yes, he has. He's done us right.
And we're getting 2 more Evil Dead films. Let's go.
Yeah, we got one this year.
Evil
Oh,
Dead
yeah.
Burn and Evil Dead Wrath.
So we're doing the Evil Dead remake, which I've already made the thumbnail for. But the week after that, will be our I don't know if Scoob will be able to do this one or not, but it's going to be our first new movie of the year, Scream 120 or whatever number we're doing. this
Hey,
year.
we're not talking about the Rocky franchise from
My bad.
Spaceballs here.
I would have to find time to go to the movie theater, which I really want to watch the movie. I really do. I have my my qualms with it.
Yeah,
everybody thinks Stu's going to be the killer, and I'm like, it's too obvious. He's not going to be the killer.
It'll be Stu's child.
No, if we get a cameo of Matthew Lillard, which we know we are,
yeah.
You have to remember, Scream is very meta. Every movie has something that is going on in the real world as something in the forefront. Cell phones in Scream 1, cloning phones. This one, Scream 4, live streaming was really big at, that's when it first started.
Yeah.
This one, I guarantee you, everything that we see with these past people coming up, it's going to be AI.
Or ICE.
It'll be AI.
I think it's going to be dream sequences, because even the guy from part 3 is coming back as well, and it's like
Roman.
Roman. I'm willing to bet they're dream sequences.
I don't think it's dream sequences. I think it's going to be AI. I think it's going to be AI. Somebody is going that is tied to Sydney in the past is going to be the main killer, and knows Sydney well enough and has followed the situations well enough to know that Roman was the killer, and it's going to be AI shit. It'll be AI.
It'll be Randy's sister.
No. She's too short. She's too short. I think it's going to be Stu's sister.
See, that's possible.
I honestly think it's Stu's sister because her son was killed in one of the previous films.
No, I'm
It's
totally
been a
joking
while
when
since I watched 5 and 6. So
I'm totally joking when I say this, but it's going to be Jerry O'Connell's character from the second one. I'm totally kidding when I say it.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? Anything's possible. You know what I mean?
Look, man, nothing would make me happier than for Stu to have been alive this entire time.
Yeah.
In a hospital, comatose. He wakes up. I would love that, but it's too fucking obvious.
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to do that much of a fan service that we're going to get that. Now, maybe an end credit scene, because we do know there's going to be another film after this already.
Yeah.
They've already said there's going to be another. So maybe we do get that as an end credit scene. There's a hospital bed. We hear monitors beeping. The camera pans over and we see Matthew Lillard laying in a hospital bed. Maybe. But for him to be the killer in this one, it's not going to happen.
Well, what if he's alive, but he's not the killer? What if he's alive and Sydney just kind of searches him out to talk to him, maybe to try to get information out of him?
But why wouldn't they? Why would he not have been mentioned in any of the other movies? Now he is in Scream 2. He is in Scream 2. At the party scene, he is in the back of the crowd. You see him shake hands with the killer or whatever. He gives him they shake hands. But it is never mentioned after that. If he survived, that would be a huge fucking plot point. Why wouldn't they bring that up in any of the other films? They talk about him like he's dead.
Yeah. Well, because they never bring it up later on. So that's an interesting point.
Or maybe he has a traumatic brain injury. He's been alive this entire time. He's got a traumatic brain injury. He's got amnesia. Doesn't remember.
Maybe they thought he was dead because maybe they treated it as if he was dead. Maybe that was another idea. I don't know.
Or what if somebody throws a phone at Stu and he says, "You hit me with a phone, dick."
My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me.
And it's funny watching the movie Hackers a couple days ago, and then thinking about him in this movie. It's two total polar opposites of each other. He's great. He's a little crazy in both of them, but he had like the dreads and shit. And Hackers, and this one he's all clean cut and dating Rose McGowan before she went fucking nuts.
Well, I was watching this video on TikTok that because of course we know that Stu and Billy are the killers, but somebody went back and analyzed it, and they were saying that Billy was the one who killed everybody. Stu never killed anybody. He was there, and he did dress up as Ghostface to get everybody in position, but that Billy was the one who actually killed, because we never see anybody get killed.
Yeah.
When it was supposed to be Stu that was dressed up as Ghostface, but we do know that Billy was one of the ones that actually did kill, Casey Becker and Tatum.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you don't think that Stu killed Tatum because he disappears to go get beer and then she gets killed soon after?
But we never see Billy.
No.
Well, that's true. We never do up to that. That's fair. So it's debatable. It raises a lot of interesting.
Like I said, it's gonna be great. We get the legacy characters back that we have. I do hate that we're not getting Melissa Barrera and
Jenny Ortega.
Jenny Ortega, because I do, dude, those movies with them, I love them, dude. They brought Scream back. And
except for the reveal in the last movie, I thought was fucking weak. But I only saw it.
But it still made sense, dude. And it was the first time that we got to see Ghostface actually use a gun, which was completely different than we've ever seen before. So I don't know. I am really bummed that we're not getting them back, but we'll see. I mean, it started with Sydney, so
maybe it'll end with Sydney.
We'll see if she makes it out or not.
But yeah, we'll definitely talk more about that. Not this upcoming week, but the week after that when the movie comes out. Definitely try to see if we can get all three of us on for that particular review. And that'll be the first new movie review of the year. We have a slew of them coming up, including May. I think every movie in May is a new movie we're reviewing. So is it May or is it? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is May because we got Master of the Universe and then there's Supergirl, obviously.
There's some bangers coming out.
We are gonna do a retrospective, and we're gonna review the original Supergirl and kind of see which one's better. And
I can tell you right now,
but we kind of went off on a tangent there, but that's okay. That's what I love about this show. So with that being said, Psycho Nerd, promote your shit.
Okay, forgive me. My mind is kind of not there. I'm very tired.
No excuse. Drink some energy drinks. It's good for you.
I drank coffee. It's only helping so much.
Coffee and it didn't do nothing.
No.
Well, you can check out my content, Repeat Movie Viewers, my YouTube channel, where you can also find my my podcast as well. The Psycho Nerd Podcast just released a new episode pertaining to Fantastic Fest. It took me months to finally put it out, but it's finally up. So there you go. Feel free to check that out. And there's more movie reviews coming as well. So keep an eye out for that. I'm trying to remain consistent right now.
Scuba, anything you want to promote?
I got nothing going on, man.
No Apex?
I'm a dad. We got a Apex free show coming up next Friday or this Friday. I don't know when this drops.
It drops on Monday.
So Friday, February 20th, there is a free backyard show. No regrets. Just to show you guys our appreciation for all the fans and everything. So we're going to do a little fan service and give you guys a free show. It is bring your own chair, bring your own snacks. Please clean up after yourselves. It's going to be a hell of a show. Gormore podcast, February 23rd will be my movie pick for my birthday. My birthday is the 22nd. But that Monday, we will be reviewing one of my favorite films of all time, The Last Dragon. Oh. Tune in and hear how nobody else on the podcast has ever seen the movie.
What?
So it's gonna be a toss-up whether they love it or not. It's getting a 5 for me because it's one of my fucking favorite films. As cheesy as it is, as bad as it is. But yeah, tune in February 23rd, 6 p.m. our time.
Central Standard Time.
See you then, baby.
I cannot wait for the eventual new episode of the Crypt of Cringe. Cannot wait.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I know it's going to be a while. I know it will, but
it's going to be a while. Everything's on hiatus right now. Yeah. It's rough, man. I'm surprised I even woke up for this episode. I'm exhausted, man. Like I said, having a toddler, having a newborn, it's rough. I've had, I have older children, but never within this close of an age range. So it's a lot tougher, especially with the wife working nights. I have to work all day, come home, try to find time to wind down, hoping the baby and the toddler their schedules combine, and it just hasn't got there yet. So I was up till almost 2:30 last night before the newborn went to sleep.
Yikes.
And with the Apex thing, if you want more information on that, you can catch it on the Facebook page. Search up Apex Championship Entertainment or Apex Wrestling. You'll find our Facebook page. We will have information closer to the venue or closer to the date. And he didn't pronounce it properly. It's no regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets. No regrets. Not even one letter.
The next two PLEs are they're both fan services, especially to our old fans of All Content Entertainment. No Regrets was a All Content Entertainment PLE that we did, as was Sun, Sand, Bitches, and Suplexes, but I took the bitches out because no bitches showed up the first time. So
no, we had a Timu bitch. We have
a Timu one. Thanks, Striker.
Yeah, yeah.
But so
Funny.
now it is Sun, Sand, and Suplexes, which will be at the Sugar Shack in Rockport, Texas, March
21st, I think.
21st, I believe. Yeah, the 21st.
And
Saturday,
again,
March 21st.
And again, we'll have more information on the Facebook page as we get closer to that. But everything will be down below in the description. Psycho stuff, the Apex stuff, and of course the Gore More. I do promote that as well. And not just the Real Movie Critics, but we also have the Jazz Zodiac podcast. Your source for Raw, SmackDown reviews, news, and anything else going on in WWE. This next episode, we're actually doing, myself and a Psycho are doing a review of Survivor Series 1996. Wow. That's all I'm going to say.
Interesting.
Again, everything will be down below, but you can find DJ Zodiac Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Real Movie Critics is still just on Spotify and YouTube. I'm having an issue with the RSS feed for Apple, but I'll figure it out eventually. But for the Psycho Nerd and finally back, Lord Scuba Cabra, I am the Jazz Zodiac. This has been the Real Movie Critics. And until next time, kids, remember, there's always time for one more binge. We'll see you next time.
And don't forget to subscribe to Josh Zodiac's OnlyFans, where you can watch him suck 37 dicks
in a row.
Everybody that comes in here is way too uptight. This job would be great if it wasn't for the fucking customers. Tell me there aren't customers that annoy the piss out of you on a daily basis. Vent your frustrations. Come on, who pisses you off? You know who I can do without? I can do without the people in the video store.
Which ones?
All of them.
What would you get for a 6-year-old boy who chronically wets his bed?
Do you have that one with that guy who was in that movie that was out last year?
They never rent quality flicks. They always pick the most intellectually devoid movie on the racks.
Ooh, Navy SEALs.